Hey guys, Bryce here. Basically, I wanted to do a video to help you guys, small business owners out there, just know that there are lots of resources and people fighting for you guys to survive, to make it through this. I know it's a nutty, crazy time with every day in the news, things are changing. But just know that there are a lot of resources, and I know that you will make it through this because you wouldn't be a small business owner if you weren't resilient. And so keep going. Basically, I've been battling with whether to, in my videos, I'm usually high on caffeine and uh, trying to get you fired up. And I've been battling whether to put out those types of videos just to be sensitive to the current climate. And last night and this morning, it really hit me that I need to be the person that is fulfilling the role of getting you fired up to motivate you. There will be other people to fulfill other roles, but me as a business owner, my passion is to help you guys. And so I decided to do even more videos and do more content that is meant to help you guys. Because right now it's just unknown how long this will take. And I know many of you. I'm working with several clients from a variety of industries. That all of a sudden your sales, your daily sales were cut off immediately within 24 hours, and the month of March is going to be a tough month for many of you. And so I know what you're going through. I'm helping many of you try to get through this and innovate and evolve and kind of plan strategically for all this. But I want you really, really to think about how this is changing everything from a strategic standpoint. Consumers' habits, your customers, your clients, their habits are changing right now by the day. New services are being adapted or created. They are changing their habits, and in many of these shopping habits, consumption habits, will not just be temporary, they will be long-term, maybe even permanent. You're seeing all sorts of things being created to basically adapt to these changing habits. You're seeing restaurants doing all sorts of delivery, curbside pickup, all that. I would hedge the bet that will continue, delivery services, etc. And that will translate into other businesses, both retail, etc. But just know that those habits are going to force you to innovate. And some of you already have been forced to innovate and to stay relevant literally like overnight. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, you've had to learn how to live stream your services, especially those of you in the fitness industry. But I want you to know that there are lots of resources. If you haven't checked out, I provide one of the resources. There's a ton of them out there, but I'm trying to provide a resource that is up to the minute, and it's a gathering of everything that I'm consuming. I'm reading, watching, listening to absolutely everything I can get my hands on, and it's at bryceroot.com/corona. And so on there near the top, there's an awesome webinar that the Santa Cruz Economic Development Office, the county office, the SBDC, which I'm a huge fan of, Workforce Development Board, County Economic Development Office, they all came together and they answered every specific question, funding, all that. That link to that presentation is there. Whether you're in San Francisco, East Bay, wherever, I have all sorts of resources for you. So just know that that exists. To give you a heads up, I just heard that there's a stat that there are 700,000 small business owners that have already applied for the SBA emergency disaster loans. So if you haven't applied yet, if you're being impacted and you haven't applied yet, you need to do that now. All those links are on the page. And if you are applying for loans that are $25,000 or less, you're in luck, because the turnaround for those, if you qualify, is about a week. Like once you're accepted, I think that takes about a week, and then you will get the funds within just a few days, from what they're saying on the webinar that I watched recently. So I guess ultimately I want to make sure that you are planning. If you're in business, whether if you had to close your doors, if you are operating like curbside pickup to go only, or whatever it might be, or you're open for business but business is quite slow, I want you to be planning for not only right now for this 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe it's a month and a half, who knows, but also after. But I want you to be working on projections, marketing strategy, all that, and have a plan A, B, and C, because we don't know how things are going to change, what habits people will adapt or adopt, and basically what technology will come out of this. There's a lot of unknowns. So I want you to be planning. And I never plug anything in my content, but I want to let you know, and you may or may not have the perception that my services are really expensive. They are not. As an advocate for the little guy, I make my services very affordable. But I created a service specifically for this situation, where I've cut my rate in half, and it's an action plan that allows us to spend one-on-one time together virtually in this instance. So if there's interest in having me take a look at your specific situation and giving you a game plan and brainstorming for 2 hours together virtually, you can check out rootgroupmarketing.com, check out our services page, and you'll see the action plan option there. Super affordable. It's a way to get something in your hands now, basically, with the creativity and strategy that I provide infused in that action plan. So check it out. Ultimately, know that I'm devoted to making you guys a very strategic marketer. And I'm also I put myself out there as an advocate, because I'm fighting for you guys. And I'm very willing, if you ask some of the folks that I partner with, and that you can probably sense it in some of the videos, but I call people out if they are not supporting small businesses. I've literally been at business expos where I've seen people develop services for small businesses that are not legit. There's a lot of people trying to get your money, as you know, you get random robocalls and all sorts of stuff each and every day from salespeople. It's endless, I know. But know that I'm here fighting for you. And this has all gotten me to the point where I'm going to start a new video series. There's a couple things fueling it. So I won't go into the details, but I did see something from Jenna Lee, who owns Yosa Wellness here in Santa Cruz. She's been asked a lot, why are business owners asking people to support them left and right? And because the customers don't know what a small business owner goes through. They don't know that basically overnight sales may have been cut off or cut by 60 to 80%. And that translates into operating your business, payroll, your paycheck that pays your mortgage, that pays for the kids' food, like all of that. You're basically you living. They don't get that switch turned off potentially or is half on. So her video, I'm going to have a clip of it or a link to it. I'll figure out how I'm going to get this video out, but check out Yosa Wellness. Her IGTV video was spot on. So that helped towards that, and know that I'm working on something kind of big that will take me maybe a little bit longer to get into action so you can visibly see it. I'm actually working on something that you may not see. I'm working on something that consumers will see too, and business owners may or may not see it. So just know, I have a couple of talking points here. Feel free to, and I put it out there, feel free to DM me, send me a video asking me a question. If you want my I guess my 2 cents, my take on your situation, feel free. I've already had a bunch of businesses ask me, like, what if this is the situation? What should I do? And I can point you in the right direction for resources, how to do something so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And that's the whole basis of the video content that I put out, the Root of the Matter series, Small Business by the Bay, all that. So thank you for watching my stuff through the years. And if you've just started watching, keep watching, because I'm all about just providing all the content that you typically have to pay for. I'm just putting it out there. So I want you to stay fired up. Hopefully, sorry, I'm bringing down the energy, but I want you to get fired up, because right now is the time to motivate, to plan, to be strategic, and you can count on me. I'm going to be the person that gets that momentum going back. I want to fire you up each and every day to motivate, to get your marketing up and running, to modernize the operation if need be. If you're starting from scratch and never needed marketing up until now, I'm here for you. One thing that, if you're in the mood, actually 2 things. One is check out the vlogs page of bryceroot.com. I have all my videos, all my recent videos, probably for the last year and a half, that cover all sorts of topics. So no matter what your situation or industry, there's probably something there for you. At the top of that page, and on the homepage of bryceroot.com, I have Evolve, which I do a short film each year, which is meant to be a short motivational film, which is meant to get you thinking outside the box, something to motivate you, to get you fired up. And this one, I think, is so timely. So check it out. Hang in there. Be resilient. Get fired up. And just know that I'm the guy that's one of the people that is going to help you get fired up and get through this time. So thank you for watching and hanging in there. And I got you. So stay strong. And I'll see you soon. DM me, message me, whatever. And hang in there. Bye, you guys.